everybody, cause it's Corona times. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Books by Charcha. On this week's episode, let's go behind the book box scene in India, and I have with me the co-founder of one of the most innovating and evolving book box company in India, Surbi from the Big Book Box.
Hi, Surbi. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and I'm so glad you could make time for this. And this basically episode is going to be about the book box scene in India, and TV box is one of those fast-growing boxes in India. How are you, first of all?
So, well, I'm good. Just overworked a bit, as you can tell from my eyes. But I'm good otherwise.
Okay, so I remember my first box was from TBB only, and like from then till now, the changes that have come, the merchandise, the quality, the artists, and everything, it has changed so much. But what prompted you in the first place to start the Big Book Box, and how did you come up with the idea? And like, I guess there are two of you, Summer and you. So how did you go about planning it? How did you guys do it basically, and why?
The idea was very impromptu, to be very honest, like a very sudden thing. I don't know if a lot of people remember this book, but Alexandra Bracken, she came up with this series, Passenger and Wayfarer.
Yeah.
So back in college, I think it was third year, and it used to be a big deal. Like people were talking about it, and you know how English literature students are all on Tumblr. You are reading
Oh yeah.
stuff. So
I know that. I have experience with that. Yeah.
You'd see international readers, posting about the book and like raging about it. It's so good. It's this, it's that. So the first part came out. I think I was in second year back then, and I could not get a copy of it. Like I tried hard finding it. We used to like stop at CB at Om Bookshop to like get a copy, but like to find books, new books. And I luckily found Homegirl, but Fangirl, sorry, not Homegirl. But I could not find a copy of Passenger anywhere, not on Amazon. It has those crazy pricings, like the hardcover has 2,500, 3,000. And then the second book came out, Wayfarer came out. And again, it was not available anywhere. The first part was still not available. So it was that the whole experience of not being able to get a good book that's releasing outside, that kind of made me want to do something in the scene of books. And then I came across this account of Fairy Loot. I did not know about Outfit back then, but I came across Fairy Loot's account and I really liked the idea. But I did not want my box, like whatever I presented, to be about just one book, because I'm a reader. I would not be satisfied with one book a month. Like you're a reader, one book a month is something you read. You obviously read more, and there's so many good books out there. So that is how we decided to do a book box, and then we decided to like not keep it like a one book a month kind of box, but have 4 different books. Back then when we started, we used to pick books from the stock that was available in India, that the publishers were readily doing. But we did not know much about. Like, I think the box you subscribed had Neil Gaiman's book, Norse Mythology
and Homegoing. Yeah.
So those were the books people were not talking about a lot, but those were good books. So that's how we started out. And then the best of the books were not coming to India. So then we went for exclusive imports and stuff like that. It was just over, I think Summer was on station on his way back to Delhi. And he was at Allahabad station when I was telling him about it. And he was like that, it's like, 1 minute ka fitur hai, tera utar jana hai, rehne de, hatao. And I was like, I'm serious, I really want to do, like, how opening a bookshop is a dream for most readers?
Yeah.
For me. So I am trying to explain that to him, and he's like, it won't last, let it be, it's just a phase, it'll pass, stuff like that. And I'm trying to tell him I really want to do this. So he says, like, try karo Instagram, so let's start and let's see how it goes. So we started off with Instagram, I think, and it took us 17 days because Summer is IIT wala guy. So he had to do the whole website thing. So it took him 17 days to get that done. But in the meantime, we had audience on Instagram, and that's how it started.
So like, how did you rope in the publishers and the customers as well? Like, how difficult or easy was it for you? What was the experience trying to get the publishers to invest in your dream?
So The very first month we were not expecting more than 20 orders because I mean
Okay.
you're asking people to pay upfront. It's not a cash on delivery option. You're
Yeah.
asking people to trust you blindly when your website is like 10 days old. So you do not expect a lot of people to invest in it. But luckily for us, like it was I don't know, it was amazing that LBB featured us in the very first month. We started out in,
Okay.
LBB featured us, and the very first month we had 100 orders, 89, 90, something like that. So, like, way beyond our imagination. 20 was what we were expecting it to be, but it was way beyond our imagination. And we were originally planning to source books from this small distribution in Daryaganj. We
Okay.
had a word with them that these are the titles we're looking for. They said they'll talk to the publisher. We did not have a direct contact with Amazon, Bloomsbury, or Penguin, anybody. So, but then it came to 100, and then we realized that we'd have to go visit the distributors and then pick the book. So that is how it got started.
How do you choose books and artists to work with? Like, how do you go about with your merchandising as well? Like, you work with some pretty good artists. Some are like based abroad, like outside India, in India as well. And how do you decide your books? Like, most of them are upcoming books. Some people haven't even heard of, like some literary fiction, sort of obscure literary fiction, I would say, because for me, some titles are quite new, like which you're bringing. So, how do you go about deciding them?
So, there's this meeting that we do once every 3 months or 4 months, Summer and I, and there was this intern that we had. She had to like go abroad for its studies, but she kind of still manages to find time. So
Okay.
we hired her because she was like very good with, checking social media for books, checking out what new books are coming out, very active on Goodreads and has an active blog and stuff like that. So she was the first hire we made for TVB books, like the first
Okay.
official worker apart from someone in. So the three of us try to brainstorm, come up with the new titles that are coming out. Uh, Once every 3 months, sometimes we're running out. Like for November, if I'm running out of titles, I do not have good books that I know of. We'll have to do an impromptu meeting sometime next month. So kind of like that. And the publishers, especially, they're very helpful. Like at Harper, Naveen Tiwari, sir, he's very
Yeah.
helpful. He sends over the lists. Like you can ask him at any point of time, sir, I need some list of the upcoming titles. He'll be happy to send. At Penguin, there are Parul and Bhaskar. They know 3 years down the line, like they're aware that this is the kind of titles that TVB box people would probably be interested in. They'd probably pick. So they'll sort it out and they'll send us a list, stuff like that. And it makes the task a whole lot easier. Plus, there's Amazon UK. That is one place we constantly
Okay.
keep our eyes on.
Mm.
Okay, this is the book coming out in UK because India ka everything is from UK. So
Yeah.
those are the places that we check. For the designers, uh, I for myself, I'm trying to learn designing. I'm not very good at it as of now. I'm trying to learn Corel Draw. But the platforms that I follow for these designs are where I find the people to work with as well. So,
Okay.
like they have this thing called Inktober. So I follow the hashtag Inktober.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah. Yeah. In October.
in October you have this illustrating thing. So the illustrators, the good ones who have their works posted under it, I try to get in touch with them. I email them and stuff. Some are quite popular. Like for July, we are working with Kristen. She has this handle called KDP Letters. So
Okay.
she basically does these, decorative hand lettering. She writes quotes and stuff
Okay.
that are
Okay.
very beautiful. So they are quite popular. They are like you can easily find their page on Instagram and get in touch with them. That
Okay.
is how like most of it goes. And the one problem that we face with designs and illustrations is that most good ones are based outside, and we do not
Yeah.
know enough good ones who are aware of books and concept styling in India.
Mm.
So they charge in dollars. So like for an alternate cover, our cost goes up to be like 500 US dollars.
Okay.
So that is a big deal. For the tote bag that we're doing, it goes up to be like $300. So you have to be sure that this is the month you can afford to pay so much just for a design. Like in that
Okay.
price, I can get maybe 30, 40 more tote bags made, but I have to pay that much for the design. So that is the challenge that we face. कि India ka currency is, very, very low compared to that of US or
Yeah.
UK. Designers are based there. That is the main challenge. But because people like them so much, you can't not do it. So you have to constantly keep finding good designers and keep bringing new stuff.
During this like pandemic and lockdown, all these small businesses, like many of them went bankrupt. Like so many jobs were lost. As a small business which is still growing, like you have grown quite big and still there's like a long way to go. Like what problems did you face?
The major problem for us was, not having the entire team together. Uh,
Okay.
some people of the team, like the customer support, for example, or the social media executive, you need them to be constantly there because ideas just shoot up and you want to tell them that, hey, you'd like to post this way. And doing that online, through WhatsApp or through our channel Slack, it's kind of tough because you can't expect them to be online all the time. Like, even
Yeah.
though this so and so is working as everybody, when you're at home, it's different. Your parents are calling, you have work to do, like, you can't be like you're in office, you can't be sitting at
Yeah.
your table all the time. So that was one of the major challenges we faced. Finance wise, because we kept our orders open, we were able to pay the people who work for us, and that is what was not a problem. But it is a problem, to be able to deliver it right away. And
Yeah.
what happened was, in this 2 month period that the whole thing was locked down, a lot of our book mails that were coming, like A Long Peril of the Sea was one of the books that was coming in from Bloomsbury.
Okay.
Yes, No, Maybe So was a book that was coming in. Like, a lot of shift happened. Midnight Library was coming in. So the rights for Midnight Library were with Pan Mac. They went to Hachette in 2 month period.
Okay.
And exactly. The rights to Yes, No, Maybe So were with Harper because, we got a front list and they had moved on to Simon and Schuster. And
Okay.
stuff like that happened. There was this book of Brit Bennett's that we were looking at, The Vanishing Half.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
Penguin, we have a little ease of pricing, so we were hoping it would be with Penguin, and we had got a little bit of word that it will be with Penguin, but the rights had moved on to Hachette. So in two
Oh my
months,
God.
I
That's like
know,
a logistical nightmare also.
yeah, a lot of changes had like happened, and when we opened up, we wanted to finally resume shipping. Everything had gone like kuch bhi ho raha hai. So you have to come up with something right then and there. What do we do about this book? And the books are good. You do not want to change them, because you have told people that this is the book we're
Yeah.
sending you. And then to tell them कि अच्छा अब ये book आपको नहीं भेज रहा है. Thankfully for Yes No Maybe So, we found an equally good book, A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, that Harper was coming up with. And
Yeah.
your team agreed to kind of, they were doing a print run. They agreed to give us the same pricing, and it all worked out. So, and people were happy because Wraiths and Ruin is such a big deal.
It's a
Like,
hyped book as well. Like it's.
yeah,
I started reading it. I haven't gotten too much into it, but like it looked very promising also. Like I can understand because like a high fantasy sort of book, right? So that's why.
our audience is kind of like that. They like eat up stuff like that. Dark fantasy is their jam.
What future things can we see from TVB? Like you have so many things going on, like a book buzz and chapter one bookstores, and like. So what are some new things you're coming up with your existing platforms as well as the new ones?
Okay, so for chapter one, one of our team members, they suggested doing this blind date with the book thing.
Okay,
So
cool. Yeah.
yeah, that people are like, they would want to explore that option because we do come up, like, we do see these titles that people wouldn't otherwise pick because cover buys, they're not kind of the kind of books you'd buy for the cover. But maybe something in the blurb like hits you, say it's a war fiction, maybe something like that hits you if it's
Yeah.
a blind date kind of thing. So that is something that we're trying to have a segment for on chapter one. A lot of our subscribers also said that they'd want to have this option of exploring the past books if they were
Okay.
available second hand, because these are special imports. So the publisher, like, if I'm ordering 1,000 copies, they'll only get 1,000 copies. Anything after that is not available. So if the old subscriber is wanting to sell that book, a new one is obviously wanting that book. So to have a second-hand bookstore was something that they wanted, and that is something we're looking at. We plan to call it Chapter 2.
It's really
So
nice though. Secondhand books like are very famous. Like even for me, I remember going to the book fairs and like then using Bookchore. I have bought a lot of secondhand books, and the gems you find at times are like just amazing.
yeah, I found this book of Wilbur Smith's. I think somebody had like gifted it to somebody, and then it ended up in Daryaganj. So I found that book,
Okay.
and it had this note written in it. It's loveliest note, and yeah, that's how I got hooked to Wilbur Smith, reading him. So yeah, these are gems. So that is something that we have planned. For TBB, we were thinking of having genre-specific boxes. It's a long haul.
Okay.
It's a long down the line. We're not very sure. We haven't worked
Okay.
out, the process, the logistics, any of it. So that is something we.
What has been your absolute favorite merchandise and your absolute favorite book you have sent in your boxes till now?
Wow, that's really tough one. Actually. I'm bold. Let me think. Mm, for merchandise, if I had to pick one, so we sent this Illuminifiles notebook. I don't even remember
Okay.
what box it was in, but it was a hardcover inspired from Illuminifiles.
Yeah.
Like Illumine has these pages, no, scribbles and stuff. It had
Yeah.
a cover,
Yeah.
so, and it
Okay.
had this a text on all the pages inside it, failed alert or something like that in red. Kind of gave that whole Illumine Files vibe. So that was one of my favorite merches, I think, of all time. And our Harry Potter box had this dream catcher, Deathly Halloween dream catcher. So that was
Okay.
again my favorite. I really liked it. And book wise, I like one book that I always go back to from the boxes has to be The Tattooist of Auschwitz.
Oh
And
yeah. Hmm.
like I'm
Even
a
I
big
like World War II novels.
same. Like I'm a big fan. You won't believe. Like it's probably the book that has like the most ruined spine on my shelf. I've read it so many times. I keep going back just to read some pages out of it. So yeah, it's one of my favorites.
In all our episodes, we do this small game sort of thing. So every time it's a different game. And this time, I thought let's do like a word association sort of game. So like I give you an object or like something like a fruit or whatever, and you just have to like associate with a book you read maybe or like anything like a book that spoke to you, like whatever that object speaks to you regarding a book. Just say that book's name. It's like a bookish word association game.
All right.
Let's start with book.
Okay. The Book Thief.
Okay. Oh, one of my favorites. Yeah. Mask.
Mask.
Yeah, because nowadays it's like like a essential
Uh,
thing basically.
Phantom's Opera.
Sorry,
Phantom
Phantom
of
of
the
the Oh, okay, okay, okay. So strawberries.
Strawberries. What book does that remind me? I don't know why, but Unravel the Dusk is coming to my mind because of the red cover, maybe.
Uh, chain.
Chain.
Yeah.
Chain of Gold. Cassandra Clare.
Okay. What about flowers?
Flowers. Remember the Roses?
Okay. Victoria, London.
Victoria London. Victoria London. Okay. We shop. A Darker Shade of Magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. What about coffin?
Coffin. The Casanova. The Casanova and the Faceless Man. I think the Casanova and the Faceless Man. It's a recent book from Pushkin Press actually. It was a book I was
Okay.
considering for the box. I got to read the arc, and yeah, it's an intriguing story again. I'll recommend you to read it.
Okay, okay. I'm definitely gonna take that up then. Uh, champagne.
Champagne. The Great Gatsby.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Surbi, for coming. And I really hope you had a good time because it was really fun to have you here. And I'm really grateful that you could come and talk to us about about your business and how you have grown and like totally like best wishes. Like it grows more. And I for one can't wait to see all the things you're coming up with, including the with book buzz and chapter 2, as you said. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's like such an honor. I feel very grateful to be a part of this.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I hope you had a lot of fun because we definitely did and had a great time discussing the book box scene in India. I hope this answers all your pre existing questions about the book box scene, and I do hope you join us for the next episode as well. Until then, drink enough water and read some great books. Bye.